Hey guys, welcome back. Time for a little bit of bonus content. Not too much because I am narrating this quite literally at 3 in the morning, but I've got two games. I pulled them just out of the replays. I was scrolling through ladder and I decided to do my usual thing, just kind of pick out names that I know and of course promote stuff that I am interested in or that I am involved in. So I picked out players who are involved in Callus Invitational 4, which is starting this coming weekend. Here we have EO, who is not involved, but he's against Watchog, who is in the play-ins for Callus Invitational 4, and we will see if he deserves it or if I should give his spot to EO. Let's find out. Here's their game. I have no clue what it's for, but it's not a rated game, so I don't know if it's for some tour or just for fun. Either way, it's a T-Tower lead for Watchog on the top and EO on the bottom with the Zapdos, BPs into Milo. It is a Toxic T-Tower for Watchog. Those are pretty rare these days. That was a really good set for a couple of months, maybe in like 2016, 17-ish. It had a little bit of momentum, but it has largely dropped off ever since people started spamming the crap out of Refresh. Hitting a Toxic on a bulky water is not what it used to be. Most of them can simply click Refresh and make it go away. Milo and Swampert can Refresh. Coon can go for rest. Toxic just doesn't really matter anymore on a bulky water the way that it did before. Anyhow, it is a Toxic Special Tar for Watchog, so a weird set, and EO is just pivoting over and over trying to figure out exactly what's going on here. He hasn't taken too much damage in the process. Both players have a Milotic as we come to find out, but everything relatively healthy here for EO. Like I said, he really hasn't lost too much from doing this, and that Surf is going to be negated and then some by the Wish from the Rachi. Zapdos not back to full health, but 84% pretty healthy, and it should scare off the Milotic as well. No, Watchog's going to stay in. It's going to be Thunder Wave and Toxic respectively. Through the imperfect accuracy and the paralysis, the Toxic gets off anyway, so a little bit annoying for EO, but he will have to live with his poisoned Zapdos. Now T-Tower comes in, of course, and there's the BP out. And the response is Milo, which is a little bit questionable at this point since it is low and still poison, and maybe the T-Tower can keep the pressure on by just crunching it, or maybe a crit or something comes down here. I don't know how worth it that was for EO. I mean, yeah, the recovery's good, but like with the crunch and the Toxic damage, he's really not that much better off than where he was before. But now he's going to opt for the Refresh, and now the crunch comes down. Now it looks a lot better because no Specs drop has been found, and he should be able to recover his way out of this. Watchog is going to get out of the way and stop doing this. He's going to go to Magneton. That obviously is very threatening to the Milotic with the Stab Thunderbolt, possibly holding a Magnet, we don't know. And Claydol comes in to take a Thunderbolt. That's exactly what Watchog does. Claydol going to blanket. And obviously Magneton not interested in taking an Earthquake that he is 4x weak to. So now Earthquake comes down for EO. That's going to do laughable damage to the Marvel Scale Enhanced Milotic that Watchog has thanks to the paralysis. But he's actually going to refresh the paralysis away as the Jirachi comes in for EO. Several unrevealeds for both players. Magneton comes back in, trapping the Rachi with a Magnet Pull, but he's going to be less than happy when he comes into a Fire Punch and a 20% burn. So much for that trap. Backfiring big time on Watchog. He does get Thunder Wave off, but it's going to cost him the Magneton. Hopefully EO does not have a Skarmory in the back, or Watchog is really going to be kicking himself. Nevertheless, he's going to go to Snorlax here. That's going to be the follow-up. Based on what's been shown for EO so far, Lax looks like a potentially difficult Pokemon for him to deal with. Body Slam Rachi here. 60% chance to find power, but he does not find it. And here comes T-Tower into a poke that we know has Earthquake. And that actually does quite a bit. 60% there is a lot. T-Tower does not have leftovers. Could be a Choice Band variant, actually, for how poorly he took that and the fact that it's no lefties. And yeah, there is a 42% Earthquake to Milotic. I would say that's a Choice Bander. Watchog should have picked up on that, but evidently he did not, and the faster T-Tower is going to get him down. I don't know why Watchog did not pick up that that was a Bander and go to his Earthquake Immune Aerodactyl, but he didn't see it, and he's going to lose the Milotic, which is a huge deal. That seems like a very either aloof or greedy play from Watchog, and it might come back to haunt him. EO now with a very, very convincing lead. Taunt Toxic, that T-Tire, that is old school, but really it's going to be the Lax here that's going to have to get the job done, it looks like, for Watchog, if it even has rest. We don't know. It could be Curse, Earthquake, Rest. I mean, it makes sense, right? The Crunch Pursuit Tire gets rid of Gengar, which the Lax couldn't touch, and that supports the Earthquake Rest Tire. That makes sense to me. Earthquake Rest Lax, rather. There is Thunderbolt and Body Slam respectively. And finally, Watchog gets on the board. Zapdos does go down. But there are going to be consequences. Here comes Dugtrio, which is not what he wanted to see. He's going to lose the Lax here. That's real bad. Watchog is going to need another win condition now, and I don't think the Aerodactyl is going to be good enough. But nevertheless, that is his best follow-up here, and EO is going to have to bob and weave. The attack is Rock Slide, so that is a correct prediction for EO. He's going to take that just fine. This probably forces Watchog out. I can't imagine he wants to force the issue here. And he goes to his last Poke, a previously unrevealed meta. EO all over that prediction. Goes for the Earthquake. Meta does not have lefties. Claydol, of course, does. Here's Jirachi. There's Boom. That is, again, a good prediction for EO. That's probably the best possible Boom target. And now Watchog is going to need to catch a lot of breaks with this Aerodactyl. First thing that happens here is Claydol. Double Edge is the obvious play. See if he goes for that or not. And Dugtrio comes in on the tire. The predictions for EO are spot on. He does absolutely everything, and Watchog keeps walking into it. EO reading him like a book, and now the T-Tar, who does not find the crit that he needs, is going to be dead as well. It is now only Aerodactyl to win this game for Watchog, and I don't know what move he could click that gets him out of this. He decides it's going to be Rock Slide, maybe against the T-Tar, maybe against the Milo. Good luck against the Claydol. Where there's an Aerodactyl, there's a way. Stranger things have happened, but it's really, really unlikely mathematically, and certainly a miss is not a good start. However, if the best thing Claydol can do back is Shadow Ball, then maybe there's a chance, but Watchog actually misses a second Rock Slide in a row. That's got to be aggravating for him, and there's another Shadow Ball. Will he start connecting? There's one, and he gets a flinch. Gonna need quite a bit more here, and he's got to worry about Rock Slide PP, to be honest. There's a crit, that definitely helps, and there's a Shadow Ball, so he's gonna need another crit or flinch. I mean, he could survive another Shadow Ball here, so we're not done yet. There's Rock Slide, there's Shadow Ball. I would have liked to have seen him survive the Shadow Ball just to make it interesting, but he does not, and it's going to be a victory for EO. Watchog going to go down. I felt that EO simply played better in this game. I felt that he made a number of good predictions, and I felt that he deserved the win. See if Watchog is in the comments and has something to say about that, but he's got to shape up or ship out before Callus Invitational play-ins. Alrighty, boys, one more game, and then I'm going to bed. It is coming up next. Give me a thumbs up.